Welcome to another Omni training video. In this video we're going to be showing you how to create sign-up forms and how all the parts work and how you add it to your website and all those neat things. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Forms, click on Sign Up Manage Forms. That's going to take you to this page right here. And then by default these two forms are already here, so we're going to ignore that for now. We're just going to go ahead and create a new form. So click on Create New Form, and I'll just call this Test Form. And then the next one is the actual template, which in another video will show you how the different templates work and how you can change the actual design of the form itself to make it fit your website and all those things. And then here in the group availability, I actually went ahead and created 3 other groups called Bronze, Silver, and Gold, just to show you how it's going to look like on your sign-up form if you have multiple groups. You could have a free group with paid groups. So in this example, I'm just going to go ahead and add these 3 over here. This just means it's going to actually show up on the sign-up form, and each one has its own price. Each one, currently these are limited, actually unlimited sales, so it's just a one-time fee. But they could be recurring billing, you know, 30 bucks a month, 100 bucks a month, whatever you want to put there. And then services, that's for more advanced options. We can go over that in another video. And then for multiple groups, if I hit yes on this simply means that these groups here, now I can choose multiple groups. So if you're selling multiple things and you want the client to be able to purchase multiple things, these will turn into check boxes, and they can actually choose as many as they want to, and it'll add up the actual total for you, and they can check out that way. The next feature here is going to be email verification. So if I enable this basically is designed for if this was a form you're going to create for collecting leads, for example. If people are opting into your website, you want to make sure they're authentic leads and not fake emails. Then you would enable this option here. And then the next actual option here is where are they going to go after they click on the verified link. So this could be a thank you page, you know, you've been verified, and here's the actual email that goes out to them, you know, the verification email. And within this email, it's going to give them the link that they actually click on to verify their email. So once that's done, they'll be verified. So assuming you're going to be using this form to collect leads, you would enable this. But if it's mainly a sales form where you're selling things, then I would not recommend enabling this, because usually, you know, the sale has to usually have authentic email. So I would not enable this in that case. So in the next option here, you have character limit and password limit. So if you want to set a character limit on the person's username, this is where you would actually set it. So if you want 6 characters, you put 6 on there. Same thing for the password. And that's, you know, self-explanatory. The next option is terms of use. So if you have your own terms of use document that you want people to check off when they actually purchase something, so that your clients understand when they purchase this, these are your terms of use, you simply enable that, hit browse, and that will actually let you choose within a little pop-up window your terms of use that they can review before they actually make the purchase. Hit accept and then continue on their way. And then here, this is the page that they're actually going to see after the purchase. So, you know, thank you for your purchase, and also the page you're going to put your tracking code and all that stuff for Google Analytics, etc. So, and if payment fails, this is the page you're going to see here, so you would set that. And then CAPTCHA would be, again, mainly if you're doing lead generation and you don't want, you know, robots or people messing around with fake emails and things like that, you would enable this. And then send pending emails, send sign-up emails. So pending, that's if the account's actually in pending mode, they would get the pending email on this particular scenario, but normally they would get to send the regular sign-up email, which would be a success email, thank you for purchasing email, here's your account information type of email. So then you would simply check this, and then you would click on this little folder icon, you choose the email you want here, and that's it. So once all this is set up here, we're going to just click on create new form. You'll see now I have test form here. So the next thing to do would be to edit the fields. So click on edit fields. Right now you have these as default.
currently already in there. So for example, if I click edit on username, you'll see it has a few options here. So I can display in profile, enable coupon code, required, unique, editable by user. It just means that when they go to their profile area, they can actually edit their username. If it's not checked, then it basically stays there. They can't change it. Unique means basically it cannot be in the database. It has to be a unique username all within itself. Now normally people nowadays just use email address as username, so that pretty much makes sure that the email itself is unique. So if I click update, that's going to take place now. When people type in their username, it'll basically just take their email. So under password, you also have special options here that you don't see in the other ones. You can generate a password, use email as password, require password be alphanumerical. So it has a bit more, different options as the other one. So you have those you can test out if you want to. So if I want to just add a new field, and let's say I want to make this a test drop down or something like that, I'll just go here. You have all these different options here. I want to do drop down list. Scroll down a little bit. So it says options, comma separated. So if I have test 1, comma, test 2, comma, test 3, comma, I can just keep going as many options as I want within that one drop down. And then I'll just add field. And then of course you can move these up or down however you want it to be. And then once you've had all your fields here, as many as you want, age, whatever options you want them to be able to fill out, you put them all here. You're going to go back to forms, manage sign up forms, and then from here you can get edit design. This is what the default form looks like. So this is a built-in editor. You can actually click on things and change them. Another neat option is the source button, where if you have your own editor, you click on source, you can bring it into your own editor that you use to do all your HTML, CSS, all the stuff that you do on a separate editor. That's what this is for here. Just copy it, paste it, bring it back over once you're done with your changes, paste it back in, just save it, come down here, click update. So you have a lot of options here when it comes to how it's going to look. So this part here, it's really going to be up to you. And if you do happen to mess up, get rid of like one of these variables accidentally, you can just click on restore original sign up form. It'll go all the way back to normal. Click update, of course, it saves it, and it'll be back to default. So you can experiment with that. And once you're done with everything, basically just go back to the forms list, go back to edit form, scroll all the way down, and then you're going to click your generate signup code. And then this code here, you're simply just going to grab it all, right click, copy, and you're just going to paste that into a regular old notepad, paste, and then you're going to do file, save as. And you're going to save it as signup.php or whatever name you want it to be, .php, to make sure it works. Make sure it has the extension .php. And you can upload that to your website, public folder, a folder within there, however you want to do it. You can put it anywhere on your website, and you're just going to type in the name on the browser, and it's going to pop up the form itself. So basically, the form that we created here will reflect the fields and all the changes that we made on the previous video to reflect all these changes here. So I hope this video has helped out a lot. Once you have your signup forms ready there, you're going to be able to go through the whole process of going from signup form to protected folder, where they'll get an email telling them where to log in and all that nice stuff. So in the next video I will show you that whole process so you get to see how all this stuff fits together. I'll see you then.